night, they are off to Omaha. KU needing a victory to play yet another day. It is a gorgeous day all of a sudden now for Lawrence. I'm telling you, it's a gorgeous day in Lawrence. That's what we're saying. We're going to play baseball here. Oklahoma, as we mentioned, one game away from going to Omaha. They played very well last night. The long ball was prevalent yet again. Let's take a look at the bracket here momentarily. The NCAA Baseball Super Regionals are presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Here's the bracket, at least the other side. Tickets are punched. North Carolina walking off on USC earlier today. So you've got West Virginia, Troy, North Carolina, Ole Miss. 3 more tickets to get punched. Alabama trying to punch its ticket against St. John's. And they are in a weather delay as well. They pick up the victory today, and they are off to Omaha. We welcome you inside our broadcast booth, and alongside Greg Olson, I'm Victor Rojas. So glad you could join us once again. And exciting action. If you were an Oklahoma fan last night, no question about it. But these guys have had to wait around for a couple of hours, and I'm sure the anxiety's built up a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. But, you know, I feel like they're so used to it with travel baseball now. It's like, okay, we got a rain delay, go sit in the car for a couple hours, come back, regroup, start all over again. And so I think these guys are just used to start, stop. And here we go.
Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. The last half of the season, they've done it offensively, especially with the power, and the power surge came about last night.
And Dayton Taki started it off with a 3-run bomb to left center after the air by LeBlanc. And then after that, Camden Johnson dumps one into right field for a 2-run home run. And Trey Gamble adds a solo shot to center field, and the home run bats of Oklahoma were on.
4-game win streak for the Sooners, 46 runs scored. And oh, by the way, they've gotten some pitching out of it as well. So they're doing it on both sides of the baseball. Kansas, obviously, a very historic season under Dan Fitzgerald, his 4th season here in Lawrence. The number of wins, picking up the Big 12 conference title, the conference tournament title, and doing things that have not been done in a very long time. 1949 was the last time. It's their first Super Regional. They hosted last week. They're hosting this week, and they're trying to get back to the College World Series for the first time since 1993. Last night, they ran into pretty good pitching.
They ran into really good pitching. Cord Rager was just dominant. 6 innings, 6 punch-outs, followed by L.J. Mercurius, and they just could not, Kansas could not get anything going. They got a home run late, but the game was pretty much in hand by then.
Oklahoma had a freshman on the mound last night. They've got another one tonight as we're just about ready for baseball in Lawrence, Kansas. Sit back and relax. Lineups at first pitch when we... There's the Jayhawks lineup for Dan Fitzgerald. Tyson LeBlanc ready to lead things off. KU in game 2 of the Super Regional is the visiting team. Oklahoma, obviously the home team. Augie Mungarieta, the lone multi-hit game last night, as KU will have to figure something out offensively, and they need to lean on this guy right here to turn things on from an offensive perspective. Xander Mercurius is on the mound. The freshman right-hander from Las Vegas, Nevada. The first one tonight is cut on a miss, and we are underway. No balls and a strike.
Right off the get-go, Dayton LaChance gets one in the quad. Mercurius 0-2 on the year, 6.18 ERA, 1.45 whip. Freshman coming on. He's been in the reliever role most of the season, has moved into a starting spot these last 2 weeks, and it's just starting to come on. Fastball's got good ride. He's got a little 2-seamer, 4-seamer mix. Good slider as well.
18th appearance of the season, 3rd start. Skip Johnson telling us yesterday he's not afraid to go with the young guys as that breaking ball drops in there. And LeBlanc behind in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. There's Skip Johnson in his 9th season at the helm of the Sooners. Mercurius with the windup in the 0-2. Foul back, good rip by LeBlanc. Mercurius 39 plus innings, 39 hits, 37 strikeouts, 14 walks. His brother LJ picked up the 3-inning save last night. Sooners taking game 1, 8-1. Defensively, Oklahoma pretty much straight up. Here's the 0-2 again. It's a breaking ball just off the plate. 1-2. Tyson LeBlanc 0 for 4 last night. 339 hitter, 24 jacks, 68 runs batted in. Swing and a miss. And there's out number one.
There's that slider that I was talking about, high miss rate versus right-handed hitters. And if you're going to expand the zone on that breaking ball, you are going to have a long night.
KU with the loss last night falls to 45-17 on the season. Oklahoma 37-22. Incredible weekend last weekend in Atlanta. Take it 2 against Georgia Tech to earn the super regional bids. That fastball is inside on Tyson Owens. Owens, a center fielder, 276 after going 1 for 3 last night, was hit by a pitch. 14 home runs and 42 runs batted in. On the corner for a strike. There was some talk of possibly having Kate Baldridge available and back in the lineup. An injury that he suffered last weekend. He was out in the field early taking ground balls, but they opted not to put Baldridge in the lineup. This was foul back. It's 1-2.
Yeah, he's a big piece of the pie, and he was out there taking a lot of ground balls from deep right in, from shallow right field, from regular second. A couple of different looks on trying to turn 2. We did not get to see him take batting practice. It's an upper body injury.
One-two to Owens. Swing and a miss. Down and in. Back-to-back strikeouts for the Sooners to kick this one off.
This is just an escalation in velocity. 98, bottom of the zone. It's been 95, 96, and all of a sudden 98, and nobody in the world is catching a 2-mile-an-hour escalation in velocity.
Two quick outs, and here's Augie Mungarieta, the catcher. Mentioned the multi-hit game, 2 for 4, both singles. Takes outside. Native of Carabobo, Venezuela. 298 on the season, 17 home runs, and 50 runs batted in. That's upstairs. The dreaded 2-out, 2-0.
Yeah, I've never really figured it out. I'd love to say that you relax, but here you are facing the 3-hole hitter who's been one of their best guys, 17 bombs on the year.
This is chopped toward third base. Johnson's got it. Across the diamond. Nice play at first base by Dayton Taki to keep the foot on the bag. And it's a 1-2-3. Top of the first for Mercurius. We head to the bottom of the first. Sooners coming to the plate. No score. And it's crazy to think coming up on Friday, the College World Series kicks things off. Live shot here at Hoagland Ballpark in Lawrence, Kansas. Typically seats 2,700. They set another record last night, over 4,400 in attendance. Here's Skip Johnson's lineup for the 37-22 Oklahoma Sooners. And up and down the lineup when you start looking back at what they did last night. 11 total hits, 3 long balls. Kind of pretty much every guy in the lineup was contributing.
Yeah, they really did. I mean, it was really something to watch. These guys came out, and it was a slow start, and then they got an error shortstop. All of a sudden, they scored 4 runs. Dayton Taki goes deep, and then the whole offense just started kicking it up a notch.
Sophomore from Keller, Texas, Mason Cook is on the mound. 18th appearance, 13th start of the season.
Yeah, 2-seam fastball's really good. He's been really good his last couple of starts. Against Arkansas, went 4 2/3, threw really well. Oklahoma State, he had a great game 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago. And so he is really coming online right now. But watch this 2-seam fastball. Good dive, good sink. Should result in a lot of ground balls.
Look outside at the beyond the left field fence, what they call the ballpark. Jason Walk takes downstairs for ball 1. A lot of renovations over the last month here at Hoagland Ballpark in anticipation of hosting the regionals. 1-0. This was hit up the middle. It's a base hit. Walk is on board. Owens plays deep, gets in, cuts it off. Walk's trying to go to second base. The throw is offline. Somewhat of a lackadaisical approach by Tyson Owens in center field, and Walk, who was really just jogging to first, took advantage of it.
I mean, okay, two-seam fastball, bottom of the zone. Walk, doesn't try to do too much, takes it up the middle. And my partner called it just right, kind of lackadaisical. And then all of a sudden he sees, hey, they're lackadaisical out in the outfield. I got another notch to go. And he takes advantage of it. Lead-off double on a base hit up the middle.
Yeah. 8th double of the season for Walk. As we mentioned last night, they show Bond. He bunts it foul. Camden Johnson, the third baseman, at the plate. Oklahoma will run. 119 stolen bases on the year. Walk had one last night. He's got 15 bags this season. He's been caught 5 times. Johnson, very good speed. 1 for 5 last night with a home run, his 9th of the year. And also had a couple of runs batted in. 0-1. Bunt up the third base line. Schlotterbeck taking a long time, and that is going to cost him. Very nonchalant approach by Schlotterbeck at third base, especially when you got Camden Johnson. This is team leader in stolen bases.
I mean, you nailed it again. This is way too tentative attacking this ball. This has got to be a do or die. Come in and make the play, and you can see how he's stutter stepping, trying to get his feet in the right order to make this throw. And that little stutter step and try to gather his feet and get him in good sequence ends up costing him a base hit. Wow.
Well, last night we saw the 3 errors committed by Kansas, 2 by Tyson LeBlanc. Very uncharacteristic of this club. And we've got 2 batters into this game, and already more uncharacteristic defense by the Jayhawks. Well, Chance did not check his swing. It gets rung up by the first base umpire. It's Clint Fagan at first base. No balls and a strike on the Oklahoma catcher. Dave LaChance, a .330 batting average, team leader in home runs. And runs batted in with 14 and 58. Had a 1 for 5 game last night. It was a single to left. Check in on Johnson. Can't snooze on Walk over third base. Jason Walk, by the way, now a 9-game hitting streak, and he's reached safely in 17 straight games. Standing at third base, bottom of the first, no score. Oklahoma threatening. 0-1 to LaChance. Ground ball to short. LeBlanc has it to Osorio for 1. Relay back to first in time, a double play, but Jason Walk crosses the plate, and Oklahoma's got a 1-0 lead.
Well, as a former pitcher, man, you got to pick somebody up, and your defense has let you down the first 2 plays of the game. You got to step up and pick them up, and Mason Cook does just that. Breaking ball bottom of the zone. Nice ground ball, 6-4-3. Yeah, you know what? It's about limiting damage right at that point.
Jackson Willits, the shortstop, up. That ball in and out of the glove of Mugarieta, but it's a strike.
I appreciate that he called that a strike.
Yeah.
Old days, you didn't catch it, you're not getting it called.
You pay the price for not catching it. The ejecto mitt.
The ejecto mitt. Yep. Nice frame job. That's a ball.
0-1. That is drilled out to straightaway center field. Owens playing deep. He's at the wall, and he'll make the catch with his back up against it. Willits gave it a ride, but it's a third out here in the first inning. But not before Oklahoma strikes for a run. We head to the second. The Sooners needing a win to go to Omaha. Lead it 1-0. Student section here in Lawrence trying to get hyped. They were trying to get hyped last night. And they're trying to do it now here in the second inning. KU's lost last 15 to 17 meetings against the Sooners. This is a long history between these 2 clubs. Used to play each other on a yearly basis up until Oklahoma went to the SEC. Curious delivers outside for ball 1. Josh Dykoff, Dariel Osorio, Brady Ballinger. 4, 5, and 6 for the Jayhawks. Curious had a 1-2-3 first, including a couple of strikeouts. Good changeup. 1-1. Dykhoff had a tough night last night. 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. Average of 290. 16 home runs and 56 runs batted in. Johnson off the line at third. Here comes the 1-1. That's ground ball towards second, but with the shift on, it sneaks into right center field, and Dykhoff is on board. His first hit of the Super Regional, and it leads off the second inning for KU.
And I'm sure he's loving to get off that schneid. Tough night last night, as my partner said. Fastball down, bottom of the zone. And he is more of a pull hitter. You can see where they were shaded, and he's able to take one up the middle.
Dan Fitzgerald, 4th season as the head coach, does the offensive signs from the dugout. Heck of a job every year, increasing the win total. And historic season for the Jayhawks this year. Trying to keep it going. They need a win to keep this thing alive and play tomorrow. Diriel Osorio, the second baseman. 0 for 4 last night, hitting .237. Had a great regional last weekend. Named to the all-regional team. That one on the corner, 0-2. Osorio does not like that call. Diriel, preseason All Big 12 nominee, struggled this year, but has turned it around of late. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball. A 1-2 count. 9 home runs, 42 runs batted in for Osorio. Typically been batting in that DH spot with Baldridge playing second base, but with Baldridge out, Diriel gets a start at second. Savion Flowers in the DH spot. Nice job to keep the plate appearance alive, especially on a fastball away. 95.
95. I mean, Curious is painting that outside corner away from righties. Just so hard to do as a righty on the third base side of the rubber, and he is drilling that corner.
Off speed, trying to get him to chase. Did not go. Now they've been up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oklahoma with a run in the bottom of the first. They are the home team tonight. Jayhawks with a leadoff man at first base. It's a feisty bunch here at Hoagland Ballpark. They've been around all day and had about a 2.5-hour delay. 2-2. Trying to get him to chase, and he lays off. As the kids say, a great spit right there.
And it was. He's laid off a couple really good pitches on the outside part of the plate.
Jayhawk faithful looking for something, some signs of life after last night's performance by Rager. Here's a 3-2. Osorio takes a called strike 3, and he knew it. An off-speed pitch. 1 down. 3rd strikeout for Mercurius.
Really nice changeup. First one he has shown today. I'm talking about Mercurius. It'd been fastball sliders away, away, away. This changeup starts on the outside corner, floats back in. Perfect pitch. And Osorio just cannot pull the trigger.
Seldom you see hitters walking back to the dugout nodding in agreement that,
yeah,
that was a good pitch. Here's Ballinger, the left fielder. He'll pull that one foul off the netting at top of the dugout. Ballinger, the left fielder, hitting .285. After going 0 for 3 last night, did draw a walk. 7 home runs, 45 runs batted in. Fan favorite. Missed some time toward the end of the year with the hamate injury. Here's the 0-1. Missed inside. Josh Skepis calling the balls and strikes. Clint Fagan at first. Jason Harstick at second base. And Javero January, who had the plate last night, is at third base tonight. The umpiring crew for this best 2 of 3. Off speed pitch, 1-2. Big swing by Brady. Boy, what a neutralizer. 95 with the fuzz, and then be able to pull the string like that.
Yeah. No, that's a great pitch. He's actually got 2 of them. We talked to him on Thursday. No, Friday. Anyway, he's got 2 different changeups. He's got a kick change, and then he's got the regular kind of a modified Vulcan change. and he tinkers around a little bit with both.
Thursday, Friday, whatever.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, somebody told me today was Sunday.
Yeah. Allegedly. Ball and 2 strikes with 1 out and 1 on. Off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Shift on with Ballinger at the plate. Willits towards the middle. Johnson in that 5-6 hole. He's the third baseman. Outfield straight up. 2-2. Down and in. Back pick to first, and Dykhoff is back safely. So a full count, and again, they rise here at Hoagland. And when they rise at Hoagland, we have to rise as well so we can see over them. Short lead for Dykhoff. The 3-2 is swung on and drilled down the right field line. Hooking foul, and that is out of play. He was out in front of it. That wasn't a barrel. And as you can see, between the cages down in the right field corner and the foul line, there's not a whole lot of room on either side.
Got away with a hanging changeup to Ballinger. You can come back with it, but you better make a good pitch, because he has been sitting all over it now. He's seen enough of them. Skip Johnson calling the pitches.
Another 3-2. And he walked him. 2 on with 1 out here in the second for KU. First free pass issued by the righty.
Gets to the 98, bottom side of the plate, and just misses down. That's one of those where you're standing out there going, I know I got my guy locked up, but if I miss with this pitch, I got him locked up, and it's going to be ball 4.
Yeah. Here's Dylan Schlotterback, the third baseman. Didn't see a ton of pitches last night. Going 0 for 3. Gets a breaking ball. That catches the corner. 0-1.
That would be his first take of the Super Regional. 3 at-bats, 3 pitches seen.
274 batting average, 3 home runs, 31 runs batted in. 0-1. Way outside. KU did not have a ton of opportunities last night with men in scoring position. 0 for 3 in that scenario. 1-1, a swing and a miss. Almost like a little slower version, a little curveball.
Yeah, it took something off of it. He's trying to land something for a strike, and after seeing 98 from the on-deck circle, man, you're geared up to go, and 77 kind of hard to lay back on.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Count him with the changeup. Second strikeout of the inning, 4th in the ball game. 2 down.
Well, Skip Johnson and Mercurius are going against the pattern right now, and the pattern has been more against righties. It's going to be fastball, slider, occasional curveball like we saw, and a very rare but occasional changeup. And so far, he's got 2 of his punch-outs this inning on changeups to right-handed hitters.
Back pick to second base. Dykhoff is back safely. KU does not run a lot. 40 stolen bases on the year. Ballinger and Dykhoff have combined for 4. So not the guys you'd be running with. Jordan Bach at the plate. He's the right fielder, batting the 8th spot. First pitch, slow breaking ball upstairs. Bach last night homered. A lone run for KU. 8th of the year. 45 runs batted in. Willett shading him up the middle, trying to keep Dykoff close to the base. It's cut through the left side. That's a base hit. Dykoff being waved around. He will score easily, and we are knotted at 1.
Jordan Bach just takes what is given. Fastball away, stays inside of it. They're shifted up the middle, and he's able to carve us to right where basic shortstop would have been. Nice piece of hitting. KU finally gets some spark, some rally going. The first hit with runners in scoring position in this super.
Savion Flowers, the DH, cues it foul up the third base line. No balls and a strike. 273 hitter this year. First appearance of the Supers. Has a home run and 5 runs batted in. Sophomore from Chicago, Illinois. Transfer from Cisco College. That is how this Jayhawks roster primarily is built, through transfers. Flowers fouls it off. No balls and 2 strikes. Max Solis Jr. was a DH last night. Dan Fitzgerald trying to mix it up. Tyson LeBlanc, the leadoff man, on deck. 2 on, 2 outs. 1-1 game. We're in the second. 0-2 to Flowers. Lifted foul. Same positioning defensively for Oklahoma. 0-2 again. Just got a piece of it. Even with the delay, great crowd on hand. Packed in the backyard, packed in the bowl. And the new scaffolding put up beyond the right field fence. Standing room only is crowded. Another 0-2. Foul back. We're at Oakland Ballpark here in Lawrence, Kansas. Game 2 of the best of 3. Oklahoma took game 1 last night, 8-1. 2.5-hour delay. Weather delay here. Oklahoma struck for a run in the bottom of the first. Kansas has tied it up here in the top of the second and looking for more. 0-2. Bouncer foul. Oklahoma victory away from heading north to Omaha. Kansas needing a victory to force a game 3 tomorrow. And the Jayhawk faithful loving this at bat by Savion Flowers.
Taking a little bit of everything from Mercurius. Couple breaking balls in, couple fastballs up. Where do you go?
Clock ticking down. Swing and a miss. Down goes Flowers, and Mercurius gets out of it. But not before KU ties things up as we head to the bottom of the second inning. It's a 1-1 tie. We're going to head to the studio. You can catch us on ESPN2 with Texas, Oregon coming up. And still able to figure things out. They've used an entire 15-man pitching staff last weekend to get through the regional in Atlanta. They'll do it with the bat, some thunder, they'll run, and the pitching and defense has been pretty good.
Yeah, well, I mean, starting off with the bats, Skip Johnson was like, we just had to persevere, and our guys have just started to figure out the difference between strikes and balls, and now they're getting very selective at the plate, and you're seeing the home runs tick up.
Back up the middle, almost clips Mason Cook, as Trey Gamble, the DH, swinging first pitch, turned that pitch around for a leadoff single.
I hated those. I mean, you got no chance of fielding this. All you're trying to do is get the body part out of the way. He's trying to get the right leg out of the way. Fastball a little bit elevated out over, and it's coming right back at you.
As agile as you are?
Most of the time I did try to get hit because then I could keep it in the infield and maybe have a chance to throw somebody out.
Gotcha. A little skate saving a beauty.
Yep.
Breaking ball for a strike on Brendan Brock, the left fielder. 2 for 4 game last night with an RBI. By the way, Gamble with that base hit to lead off the second inning. Now with a 9-game hitting streak. Multi-hit game last night, including a home run. In tight. 1-1. Brock also with good speed. 26 stolen bases. So anything you get on the infield, you're going to have to hurry. Gamble will run, even though he's a DH. 16 stolen bases, has a pretty good lead over at first base. They'll check in on him.
Cook does a really nice job of controlling the running game. Good athlete, good quick move right there.
Mason, a transfer from McLennan Junior College in Texas. That's ball 2, 2-1. That's up and in. That got him. That clipped him. A hit by pitch puts 2 on to start the second.
Not what anybody on KU wanted to see. You finally get on the board. You get a little spark offensively, and right away, single up the middle, hit by pitch. Seems like the last 3 pitches gotten a little loose on Cook. Everything running up and in on the right-handed hitter.
Bunt defense being put on by Coach Fitzgerald. Deshaun Harris, the right fielder. Oklahoma's leading hitter at 360. Steps in. Had a 1 for 5 game last night with a double and an RBI. Slapped that double the opposite way. Shows bunt. Bunts it foul on a pitch that was up and out. No balls and a strike.
Only 15 sacrifice bunts on the year. And Harris has none of them. I mean, you would think as part of Reggie Willits and the chaos theory that
right.
Oklahoma is with the running, you think the small ball would be included, but the sacrifice bunt is not part of it.
They shift on coverage up the middle. Osorio back toward the normal second base position. Harris chops one off the plate and it goes foul behind the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. Dayton Taki on deck. There's Reggie Willits, associate head coach. Runs the offense.
I mean, but you saw the shortstop came into cover. So they're trying to put on a little pickoff move, and usually you fake that pickoff move and then it turns into a wheel play. And as a hitter, you see there's nobody at shortstop. And I mean, we're even talking about this as pitchers in spring training. If you see the wheel play or somebody leaves their whole half of the field open like they just did, swing away.
Yeah.
And take a chance on shooting one through a gaping hole at shortstop.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 on, nobody out. It's the bottom of the second, tied at 1. Harris slaps it foul. And that is what we saw last night, the type of swing that Harris takes. This defensive alignment plays to his advantage if he gets a pitch middle away.
Yeah, but it's got to be down. I mean, if it's elevated like that, it's probably going to end up being a fly out to left field. So, but he is protecting the zone and able to spoil those pitches. If he gets it down, I could see him carving something through that hole.
Ballinger's playing shallow in left field. Good speed on the bases with Gamble at second and Brock at first. Jordan Bach, the right fielder, also shallow. 2-2 pitch. This is shot through the left side, a base hit. Ballinger comes charging in. Gamble being waved around. The throw goes to third. And Oklahoma back on top 2-1.
Well, it's just what we talked about, and Harris wins the battle. Nice breaking ball, bottom of the zone. But look at the alignment. They are protecting, trying to keep that base runner close. So they got a chance to make a play, and this ball is hit into the left center gap. No chance. Holding that base runner right there, all it did was cost him a hit.
It's Dan Fitzgerald coming out to pay a visit here, with Taki coming to the plate. And I can't imagine that Taki's going to be showing bunt. Not the way he's been swinging the bat.
No. No, I don't think that's part of the game plan. And Taki came up yesterday in a big moment and did what he's done the last 2 games. This is what I was talking about. Big error at shortstop. He comes up, runners on first and second. And he makes it 3-0 Oklahoma. Same guy that walked off Georgia Tech. This guy is swinging a scorching hot bat.
Ryan Ritter, one of the trusted arms in the bullpen for KU, getting ready. Must-win game for them. There is no tomorrow if they lose this one. 8 Taki, 5 jacks of the last 8 games. 7 home runs on the season. 2 on, nobody out. He lets it fly. No balls and a strike. Taki's reached safely in 8 straight games now. Single on the first pitch of the inning, hit by pitch. And an RBI single going the other way as Harris picks up his 21st run batted in. Really good speed on the bases. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Blew right by him. Taki, after that swing, Greg, he did something to that hand or arm, because he did not look comfortable.
No.
The right side.
He's going to try to gut it out. Probably take a practice swing just to see if everything's back functioning, but he is not. He's stepping back right into the box.
Pickoff attempt at second. And Brock is easily back. Shift is on. Same hole on the left side of the infield. 0-2 from Cook. Foul back. Looked fine on that swing.
And this is where Taki got him yesterday. It was fastball, he swung through. Next fastball he takes, he gets an 0-2 breaking ball and goes yah-yah, oppo left center. And so right now Kansas is going, I ain't doing that again. Here's a bunch of fastballs. We're going to see what you're going to catch up to.
Another 0-2. Got him with a breaking ball. They went to it. Better location on this one than yesterday's. 1 down.
Yeah, this one starts out of that fastball tunnel, and Taki's just unable to lay off. Yesterday, that breaking ball was up and out. This one forces Taki to get the hand started to protect against that good fastball.
Now Cook now 1 pitch away from getting out of this and limiting the damage to just 1 run. 9th place hitter and second baseman Kyle Branch at the plate. A little bit of a high throw from Cook. Branch 0 for 4 last night. 228 batting average, 3 home runs and 20 runs batted in. Breaking ball way outside. Top of the order, Jason Walk on deck. (1-0) in the dirt, gets away from Mungarieta, trying to go to third base as Brocky's in there safely. A wild pitch puts a man in scoring position, or at least 90 feet away rather than second base. Harris stays at first. 2 balls, no strikes.
Just a tough pitch to block. Slider that gets spiked. Don't know exactly how it's going to come up off of that turf.
Harris, 18 stolen bases at first base. 2-0. Shows bunt, pushes up the first base line. They'll take the RBI. Cook bobbles it. Everybody is safe. 3-1. Sooners lead it.
How about the old safety squeeze? He comes down, makes sure that the bunt is down on the ground, and then Cook just does not watch the ball get into the glove. This Kansas defense that came in that was doing so well with anything that was put in play, they were fielding 74% of. They have been a letdown so far this game and 2 innings.
Top of the order now, and Walk. Kansas wanted an appeal as if check that check swing. Did not go. It's 1-0. Walk with a double and a run scored. Two balls, no strikes. Harris at second, Branch at first. 3-1 here in the bottom of the second. That's a balk. Did not deliver the pitch. Looked like he stumbled. Hey, Greg, this is kind of the epitome of what we've seen of Kansas is these 2 games.
Yeah.
Just uncharacteristic mistakes.
That man has no idea what's going on right now. Leg up. I mean, I didn't see a back foot slide from there.
No. I wonder if the heel, front leg.
But even then, I have to throw a pitch.
Right. Mungarieta's going to go out.
Just throw something. That's one of those, just be an athlete and invent something as you come up and your back leg slides a little bit. And
they're going to check on him. Just an injury visit, and not a bad idea. Take it for what it is, right? Make sure that he's okay, number 1, and 2, give him a little bit of a break. Looks like he's pointing to the kind of landing area.
I mean, right away he pointed down to the bottom of the mound, and honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the turf mounds. It's great in the situation where we had a bunch of rainstorms and you don't have to fix it constantly.
Right.
But there also has to be some give and some slide, just because it's not a clay mound, and I don't know if it didn't look like he was going to release the ball when he was landing. It looked like he had given up on the pitch as he started moving forward, even before the left foot landed.
So no visit charge to Kansas. He's kind of like a heel first guy. Watch that front heel. Almost looks like it maybe does that cleat maybe clicked a little bit.
I know,
kind of threw him off. I get it.
You're still past the point. Throw it.
100%.
I thought I've had it where my back foot has completely slid and I'm in line to throw it behind the right-handed hitter, and it's just like I got to make an adjustment.
3 balls and no strikes in body language. I mean, if that could write its own book, Mason Cook does not look comfortable on the mound.
No, he does not. And I mean, we talked about it, and it was funny because when I was talking to Skip Johnson before the game, last night's game for Kansas,
4-pitch walk loads him up, and Camden Johnson coming to the plate.
Last night's game for Kansas went exactly the way Oklahoma's season has gone. They have an error, it turns into 4 runs, 5 runs, 6 runs, and it just falls apart. And so the irony was that it happened to Kansas last night and ended up being 4 runs. And this inning right here has just been some gift baskets of hit by pitch, single through a wide open hole, suicide squeeze where the pitcher does not make the play, a balk.
Just like that, that is going to be it for Mason Cook. He goes an inning and a third. Bases loaded for Oklahoma. They're up 3-1 here in the second. That's why, fellows, here it is 3-1. Oklahoma victory tonight. It'll send them to Omaha. Mason Cook is out. The sophomore lasting an inning and a third. He departs, having given up 4 hits. He's responsible for all 3 base runners. Ryan Ritter came on in relief, and he's getting ready to deliver his first pitch. He kind of slipped. You saw the landing foot kind of slide forward.
I mean, what was left uncovered during the hour-and-a-half rain that we had?
The entire field.
Yeah, and that includes the mound.
Yes, sir.
And we haven't had time for everything to completely dry out. And
right.
I mean, I am not a fan of a turf mound. We're seeing a little bit of it right now.
38th appearance for Ritter. Bases loaded. Camden Johnson at the plate. First pitch outside for ball 1. Harris at third, Branch at second, Walk at first. Johnson with a base hit in the first inning, 1 for 1. He's a guy that has had plenty of multi-hit games all season long. 1-0 pitch, down low, 2-0. Johnson leading the Sooners with 22 multi-hit games this year. Yet again, big hole on the left side with LeBlanc shading up the middle. The 2-0 on the corner, 2-1.
And Johnson came up yesterday, showed bunt once, and then ends up going deep to right field on a breaking ball up and in.
1 for 5 this year with the bases loaded, 7 runs batted in. Does have a slam this year. 2-1 from Ritter. Outside, off the glove, but not far enough for anybody to advance. And a 3-1 count now.
I love guys like Johnson hitting .322 with runners in scoring position when he's hitting .308 on the year. You know what? Yeah, okay, it's time. I got to lock in. I got to make a good swing. I got to be particular on what I'm hitting.
And he walks in a run. 4-1 Oklahoma. Picks up his 47th run batted in.
I mean, not what you want to see. I feel like Ritter might have gotten rushed a little bit in the bullpen, but I'm speculating. But when you come in, you got to use your amount of time, your 2 minutes or whatever you got when you get in there, to get acclimated to the mound, to the situation, to your breathing, to the adrenaline rush that you have with bases loaded in this situation right here, win or go home.
Well, chance lines one to left, a base hit. Branch will score. Walk being waved around. He will score, and Oklahoma opening it up here in the second.
Chance hitting .447 on first pitches. He gets a breaking ball that backs up, drills it into left field, scoring too easily.
6-1 Oklahoma still batting.
That clears off the day for Mason Cook.
Jackson Willits drove one to the wall in straightaway center field in his first at bat, so he's 0 for 1. He's got Johnson at second and LeChance at first. Ball and a strike. Willis, a ninth man to step to the plate here in the second inning for the Sooners. The runners take off. The pitch down and in. The throw down to third base. Not in time. A stolen base. And a double steal at that. Two in scoring position for Willits. He's got himself a 2-1 count.
Normally I'm saying look at the back door, try to get LeChance right here, but he's got such a big lead. Mungarieta's got the only shot right there is at third base. He does not have an opportunity to go to second base for the back door.
Johnson picks up his 27th of the year. LeChance his second. Fouled off. 1 out. Kansas playing the infield back as rain starts to fall here. Light little drizzle. Ponchos start to come out. Pickoff attempt to second. Kind of slow developing because LeBlanc broke.
Yeah.
Ritter took forever.
I mean, LeChance read that pickoff better than KU ran it.
Two outside, almost off the glove of Mungarieta. That ball had so much run to it. It's almost as if Augie stopped following the ball. That almost squirted out of the glove and back.
That had some horizontal movement on that changeup. I mean, why don't you at least bring the corners in?
I'm surprised. Here's the 3-2. Outside, he walked him. So they're loaded back up for Trey Gamble. I was thinking the exact same thing, especially with 2 strikes at that point.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I understand, okay, if the ball gets through the infield, they're going to score 2. Yes, but, man, you're looking at a 6-1 deficit right now. Your team scored 1 run, 2 runs now in the last 11 innings. How much more can you chase?
Gamble started this inning off jumping on the first pitch and rocketing a single up the middle. And he skies this one down the line. Schlotterbeck makes the catch. 2 down. Big out for KU.
First pitch swinging again, gets a little cut fastball, middle of the plate. Big second out. Man, if you can keep it just right here, as bad as everything has been.
First pitch, nice play by Mungarieta, keeping that ball in front of him. Measure not a whole lot of room between home plate and the back wall. Plus, the padding is stiff and it's brick. So you get some odd ricochets back toward the playing field. That hit Brock. Second time he's been hit by a pitch, and it's 7-1. And I know the rain is falling here, and it's just a kind of a pretty steady drizzle, but Ritter has not had his typical command. This is the guy that they've leaned on heavily all season long to be able to get outs, and he continues to struggle as the second continues for Oklahoma.
How about Brendan Brock comes into the game with 2 hit by pitches all year.
Ripped out to right field. Jordan Bach moving back. He's there, makes the catch, and the third out is recorded. Oklahoma strikes for 6. 1 win away from going to Omaha. 2 completed Lawrence. Sooners on top 7-1. Lawrence. Sooners on top 7-1, and between innings, KU having a team meeting in the dugout. Not surprised. Led by Dan Fitzgerald, trying to figure this out. It's a completely different team. We were just talking in commercial break. Having been here last week for the regionals, it's almost as if they've been replaced. It's a completely different group, completely different vibe, which is very rare for these guys, considering they typically older group, transfers from the JUCO, and they've kind of been in these type of situations before. Top of the order for KU here in the third. Xander Mercurius had to sit for a while, but he'll take it. He's got a 6-run lead. And LeBlanc pulls him toward the hole, and that's through. And it's a leadoff single for Tyson LeBlanc. First hit of the Supers.
And he is a first pitch hunter. 489 on the year coming into that at bat, looking for a first pitch, and he gets a nice pitch middle of the plate, drives it through the 56 hole. Little spark, little answer. We saw Oklahoma answer. How will KU answer this?
Owen struck out in the first. Swinging first pitch, and he likes us to swing early and often. No balls and a strike. Things unraveled for Mason Cook in that second inning after KU had tied the score at 1 in the top of the second. This one's popped up left side. Johnson drifting back. Willis has a long run since he was in the shift, but it's Johnson in foul territory. 1 down. The NCAA Super Regional coverage continues this weekend across ESPN, ESPN2, ESPNU, and ESPN Plus. For more information, visit ncaa.com, the home for all NCAA championships. Big out. I mean that for Kansas. They're trying to string multiple hits together, trying to chip away. It is a team that, while they were in the catbird seat last weekend against Arkansas when they fell behind 5-0, there was no stress. They came back, they won, they swept through the regional.
Yeah.
A little different now. 1-0. This was drilled out to left field. Little topspin though, and that is caught out there by Brock. 2 down. Well struck by Mugarieta. 2 away.
He has been swinging a good bat, and this one's just bad luck. He gets a little too much topspin. Laser to left field, but right now, I mean, I'm loving Oklahoma. Mercurius is just out there going, all right, I got a 6-run lead. Here's some heaters. Let's see what you got.
How much of a boost is it for a team like Oklahoma after going through that bracket last weekend and winning the way they did twice against Georgia Tech? Back pick to first, and LeBlanc is back in there.
I mean, it's a huge boost. They saw that, you know what, our bats came alive. We've been just fighting to persevere all season during the SEC and just scrambling to make the tournament. And we're looking for that team that started out the season so hot. And they finally kind of put everything together.
Popped up third base side. Johnson Again, curls around into foul territory. Leadoff single, stranded at first. No stress whatsoever for Mercurius. We head to the bottom of the third. 7-1 Oklahoma. When we return, we'll hear from Skip Johnson. Bottom of the third, Oklahoma up 7-1. Skip Johnson in his 9th season at the helm. Well, the Sooners kind enough to join us. And Skip, that 2.5-hour delay to start this game certainly doesn't seem like it's impacted you guys at all.
Well, I mean, it impacts everybody, but we're used to it last weekend. We've been through it.
Hey, we talked about, you and I were talking before the game. I mean, you persevere, and it just seemed like all year long it would be an error, and then they would lead to a 4 or 5 run inning. Now it's kind of turned and flipped your direction.
Yeah, I mean, it's the game does that. You know, you just never know, and hopefully we can keep doing what we're doing right now.
Skip, we appreciate you. Good luck.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Dan Fitzgerald has gone to the bullpen, and it's his closer, Bodie Ray, on here in the 3rd inning. Now, Bodie's a guy that gave you multiple innings.
Yeah.
Obviously did not pitch yesterday, but he needs somebody to come in and just slam the door and give the offense an opportunity. Go 6, exactly.
And
he'll do it. He'll do it if you ask him to.
I mean, top of the year watch list. This guy is a dude. 90 to 94. Slider, nasty overhand curveball, changeup. Just a funky over-the-top arm angle.
He's got 8, 9, and 1. Taki, Branch, and walk. Two balls, no strikes. Ritter ends up going just 2/3 of an inning. Bodie Ray 6'6", 240, Marion, Iowa. This one skied out toward right center field, hit well at the wall. Taki has done it again. Big fly for the first baseman. It's 8-1.
This guy is on a complete heater. Unbelievable. You see him take that 2-0 pitch, and he kind of looks in the dugout, and he's like, fastball's got a lot of ride. Looking into the dugout and showing it to him. Think she's having any fun?
Yeah. Saw her before the game. I said, you're getting a lot of airtime, and all she said was, yes, sir. 8th home run of the season for Taki. 22nd run batted in. Now he's reached safely in 9 straight. 2 balls, no strikes. Four home runs hit by Oklahoma the first 2 games of the Super. 80th Jack of the Year for the team. Branch takes a strike. It's 2-1. Kyle had a safety squeeze, credited with a sack and an RBI. Mason Cook getting charged of the error. The RBI is 21st of the year. He also scored one of the 6 runs. 8-1 Sooners here in the 3rd. They are the home team tonight. It's 3 balls and a strike. And it looks like they're going to call a delay right now. Grounds crew has just come out. And Javero January, the 3rd base umpire, is calling everybody off the field. We're in a lightning delay, which is not good for Bodie Ray, their closer, because now he's got to sit.
No, this is not good. We backed ourselves into weather with what we went through earlier on.
Yep. Sat here for 2.5 hours. Sun came out. There was some delay and some threat of rain. Didn't happen. Now it gets pushed back, and while the rain is falling here, we've got ourselves a lightning delay. Go back and take a look at the leadoff home run by the Sooner first baseman, Dayton Taki. He did not get cheated going out toward right center field.
No, I mean, but like I was talking about, he looks into the dugout and goes, you know, fastball's got some ride, so you got to look to swing a little bit higher up than you normally would on a guy who's like a two-seamer or flat fastball. And Taki gets right there, and I mean, just a complete scorching hot dude batting in the 8-hole.
We're in a weather delay here in Lawrence, and with lightning, you reset the clock every time it strikes. 8-1, Oklahoma leads it here in the bottom of the third. And we'll keep you updated. Right now, we're going to go to break and then the studio.
Is going to react to having thrown a little bit last night, and then we're back here within about, what, 14 hours?
Much lighter crowd than we've had the last couple of nights here. The backyard not quite as filled as it has been. Branch over at first. Walk takes a strike. Third plate appearance for him. This is the bottom of the third. Walk doubled and scored in the first last night, then walked and scored in the second inning. Three for 6 overall in the Supers. 9-game hitting streak and has reached safely now in 17 straight. Branch a run. He's got 3 bags on the year. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball. No balls, 2 strikes. Coach Fitzgerald talked to you this morning, talking about Bodie Ray and the length that he could give you out of the pen.
Yeah, he said he can give me 7. And I went back and looking at the track record for the season, and he's gotten 2 games started, one against Cincinnati on March 27th and another against Utah. And the most he has thrown is 4 2/3. 88 pitches, though, so he can get some depth. The only question is, how much is last night's outing going to affect him today? I think you got to be efficient with your pitches. Try to pitch to contact. Try to get early, quick outs.
Taki was the first batter and the only batter that Ray faced before the suspension. That's a little bit down and in. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oklahoma with a solo run in the first, 6 in the second, a solo run here in the third. That was last night, of course. KU's only run coming in the second inning. Kansas dropping game 1, 8-1. And now we've gone from 0-2 to 3-2. And this is an Oklahoma Sooners club that is absolutely feeling it. I mean, they've been feeling it since the Taki blast over the batter's eye in Atlanta. They do not look stressed. Trying to get things done. See if Branch goes. He doesn't. 3-2's foul back. Kansas has not played typical Jayhawk baseball this weekend. A lot of mistakes defensively, errors, 4 errors total. Quick throw to first. Branch is back.
Well, in game 1, they had 4 unearned runs, and it really got things started for Oklahoma in a game that felt like it was going to be tense and it was going to be a tight, tough race.
There goes Branch, and he's in there. His walk takes a strike. And there's out number 1. Oklahoma with a man in scoring position.
I think we're going to see Oklahoma try to pour this thing on. Today is a new day. Yesterday is gone. Don't know what the bats are going to bring, what Bodie Ray is going to bring. And so we'll probably see Skip Johnson, Reggie Willis, and this chaos offense try to really lay the numbers on.
Camden Johnson at the plate. They play the shift on him. First one's up and away. It almost looked as if Branch was trying to time it at second base.
Yeah, but the no look from Ray, as he came up, he started going home. He had his eye on Kyle Branch. And I have never thrown a strike when I'm looking at second base.
Does it again. Breaking ball drops in there, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike on Johnson. He's 1 for 1 with a single, walk, an RBI, a stolen base, and a run scored. Two hits in this Super Regional for Johnson. Pickoff attempt at second base, and a grenade launch to second. Ball and a strike. Johnson hit a home run in game 1, his 9th of the year. Had 2 runs batted in that 8-1 win. There's Dan Fitzgerald in his 4th year. 1-1 pitch. Now back, high fastball. That one's up around the neck. 1-2. Dayton LaChance on deck. 10 multi-hit games. Those last 18. Team leader in multi-hit games on the season with 22. One-two pitch. It tight, almost got him.
Well, right now we're looking at Bodie Ray, and the fastball last night was 92-93, and today it's 87-88. So you are seeing the effects of warming up, getting into a game, getting hot, and then coming back within 12 hours.
Full count. 31st appearance of the year for Ray, 6-1 and a 4.02 ERA. 75 strikeouts in 56 innings of work prior to this ball game. What's the more difficult thing for a pitcher? Is it the command of the breaking ball, and can you live with the lower velo?
I think you can live with the lower velo. In my track record of coming back-to-back days or 3 straight days, your velo is going to dip a little bit, but you're going to have a better feel for your fastball and a much better feel for your breaking stuff. So it's a good give and take, honestly. You're not as strong, but you understand that, so you're out there and you're just trying to make good pitches. And like I said earlier, trying to pitch to contact a little bit more than trying to go out there and strike out the world.
Pickoff attempt, and Branch is in there safely. You have to talk yourself off the ledge of not trying to chase that velo, even though you know it. I mean,
no, you really get accustomed to it. I feel like you just go out there going, this is what I got today, and I'm not as good as I normally am. I got to make pitches. I got to locate fastballs.
3-2. Johnson takes upstairs. It's a walk. So 2 on with 1 out. LaChance coming to the plate. It's the 5th walk issued by Kansas pitching. And they've also hit 2 batters. We're in the bottom of the 3rd of this game. LaChance 1 for 2, had a 2 RBI single in the 2nd inning. Team leader in home runs and RBIs with 14 and 58 respectively. Good speed on the bases for Oklahoma. Chopper foul. LaChance has seen a boatload of breaking balls middle away. Trying to neutralize his power bat, especially of late.
I mean, if there is a weak spot when you're looking at him, it's on sliders, right-handed sliders and right-handed changeups. And so that is the predominance of the pitches that he has seen so far here in Lawrence.
Pickoff attempt to first, and they got him. A back pick at first base, and Johnson is gunned down for out number 2.
Well, this is straight on the first base coach. He has to tell the runner, the first baseman, Dykhoff is right behind him. He has to communicate that. He doesn't say anything, and he gets that runner dead picked off, and that was an easy out.
Oh, 1 from Ray. The chance swings and misses on the breaking ball. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Is that the play that helps spark KU?
I mean, I've been looking at it going, okay, that runner at first base for the last 2 games has been getting way off there. The first baseman's playing back when there's runners on first and second. And I've been waiting for a back pick from the catcher or something. And that one was just like too easy. The first base just snuck up behind him. And the base coach said nothing. Well, the base runner's looking at second base, looking at the lead runner.
Right.
He's going, this guy's got me. If I'm in any danger, the first base coach is going to yell something to get back, get back. Doesn't say a word.
Here's the 1-2. The chance. Bounces this one. Over to short. There's out number 3. So just the 1 run. The home run by Dayton Taki, his 8th of the year. We're into the 4th inning. KU trailing at 8-1. It begins on a Friday. We got one more ticket to get punched, and that is this Super Regional. Oklahoma and Kansas. OU with the 1-game-to-none advantage. And trying to seal their ticket, essentially, to go up north. Xander Mercurius is the one who started this game last night. 18th appearance, 3rd start of the year for the freshman out of Las Vegas. And he looked really good. Are you surprised that he's back out here the next day to start this 4th inning?
I really am. Yeah, I was talking to Skip Johnson before the game, and he goes, you know, Xander let me know that he feels pretty good, but he's going to go play catch. And right now, I think I might go back and get him back in the game. Depends on how he throws and everything else. But
there's a look at the box score for Kansas. 3 hits total. The run that they had was in the 2nd inning. That's the inning in which they had multiple hits. They started off the 3rd with a base hit by LeBlanc, but then Mercurius retired Owens, Mungarieta, and Dykoff in order to get out of it. So here in the 4th, Osorio, the second baseman, skies one fouled and out of play. Duriel 0 for 1. Struck out looking the 2nd. Xander 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, and the 3 hits allowed. He looked sharp last night. As the off-speed pitch, and it's 1-1. That was the pitch that got Osorio looking for the strikeout last night to lead off the 2nd. Or pardon me, with 1 out in the 2nd.
yeah, really nice pitch. Started on the outside part of the plate, ends up breaking back over the middle and just locked Osorio up.
Just missed inside. Osorio, Ballinger, and Schlotterbeck. 5, 6, and 7 for KU. 2-1. That's ground ball towards short. Backhanded by Willits. Short hop throw and dug out at first base by Taki. And John Coyne, the first base coach, assistant recruiting coordinator, saying that perhaps he came off. And they are going to challenge us.
Nice clean pick. Throw across the diamond. And
Kansas
this one's going to be close.
Challenge the out call at first place. This play is under further review.
Wow.
You see the foot slip before the ball gets there. Was he able to stay in contact? That's the question. The call on the field is out.
Ball's not in the glove.
Got to go a little bit further there.
I think he's safe.
I think so too. It's kind of a pick 'em for me sometimes.
Yeah, no, I think this one's going to be a pick 'em. It's going to, they're going to see something conclusive enough. But it sure looks like that foot was coming off and is off. That ball is not completely in the glove right here. And now it looks like it is. And now the question is that toe on? Man.
So the call on the field is out. Kansas has challenged it as we await the verdict from Pittsburgh.
Kansas just looking for any spark. Coach Fitzgerald this morning was saying, man, we're just one big inning away from getting right back into this thing. And then he was feeling pretty comfortable with his pitching. He thought he could bring Cook back. He thought he could bring Ryan Ritter back. Both of them threw last night, and both were ineffective.
Take another look at this. Again, Osorio is the leadoff man here at the top of the fourth inning. I think the other angle that we've seen is probably the best. And it looks like we've got a decision. The umpires are coming out.
After review, the call of out stands.
Wow.
Kansas will have one remaining challenge.
John Coyne can't believe it. Dariel Osorio can't believe it. Dan Fitzgerald can't believe it. And Dan wants an explanation. Now, granted, they said stands. They didn't confirm it. So not enough evidence to overturn it.
I mean, did you see one thing that said that toe was not on the bag?
No, again, I said it's been a pick 'em for me on these, but that one there, it appeared to me as if the foot was off the base. Now the question is, at what point does the ball touch the leather in relationship to the foot being on the base?
Yep, that's where it kind of goes down to. And the definitive and the call stands. I just don't think there's anything to sit there and go, you know what, I can definitely say that his foot is off the bag and the ball's in the glove here.
So one out, nobody on. Brady Ballinger, the left fielder, up. 2 balls, no strikes. Jayhawk faithful looking for something, a glimmer to get back into this game. Still early, just the 4th. And it's a 3-ball, no strike count. Slaughter back on deck.
I'm going to say these guys are looking for a spark. Talking about Kansas, they are looking for a spark. Xander's job right here is to try to get back into the count.
3-1. 92 on the fastball.
A little bit below what we saw last night. I think we saw 198 and a couple 97s.
His brother LJ closed out the game 1, a 3-inning save.
I thought we might see a Mercurius. I thought it might be LJ.
3-2, called strike 3. Ballinger thought he had ball 4. Instead, it's out number 2 and the 6th strikeout for Mercurius.
Well, how about this escalation in velocity? 96 miles an hour, paints the outside corner. LaChance holds it up.
That'll bring down your rating.
First pitch downstairs to Dillon. He struck out in the 2nd inning. Talk about that glimmer of hope, man. You think that back pick at first base, leadoff man gets on, that the call's going to get overturned. You know what I mean? Then all of a sudden there's a little flow to it. But that's kind of how it's been for KU this weekend. This is a ground ball to short. Willits, that took a weird hop there. Across the diamond, and it turns out to be a 1-2-3 4th inning. To the bottom of the 4th we go here at Oakland Ballpark. Oklahoma on top 8-1. Has won that race every single time. So I'm just saying it might be fixed. Bottom of the 4th.
Think it's the same guy?
It's possible. It's possible. They need to mix up the personnel. Willits, Gamble, and Brock for Oklahoma here in their half of the fourth. Sooners the home team in game 2. Good breaking ball. No balls, 2 strikes. Jackson 0 for 1, a fly ball to center in the first inning, walked in the second. He's reached safely now in 13 straight. They overshift with 3 on the right side on an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. Down goes Willits. Strikeout number 2 for Bodie Ray.
Like they talked about, you got to pitch a little bit, and Ray doing just that. A couple of breaking balls, a really nice changeup. Gets Willits out front. It's kind of fun to go from closer to now you're like starter, long guy, and it completely changes your mindset of going, okay, I want to get all the strikeouts I can get, to I want to get early outs as quick as I can possibly get them. Get quick contact, soft contact.
(1-0). Big swing and a miss by Gamble, the DH. Ball to strike. Gamble 1 for 2, a single with a run scored in the second. And then later on that inning, popped out. A multi-hit game 2 nights ago. The senior out of Alpine, Utah. Now with a 9-game hitting streak. He had a big home run, one of the 3 jacks hit by Oklahoma on Saturday. One, 2 now. Swing and a miss, got him upstairs. The high hard one. 2 down. 94 on that last fastball.
And there's the velo that I was talking about. He's shown it all year long. Great mix of pitches, changeup, curveball, fastball, and then he escalates fastball up top of the zone.
Bodie, a redshirt junior, all Big 12 first teamer. First pitch in for a strike. Transfer from Kirkwood Community College, native of Marion, Iowa. Tall drink of water at 6'6". An unconventional release point.
Yeah. Well, if you slow it down and if you're able to look at it, he really gets a good front glove pull, and the head gets tucked as well, which then brings that arm slot way over the top, or gives the appearance of that. If you probably kept him upright.
2-out single for Brock. He's been on board 3 times in this game, was hit twice in the same inning. You brought it up last night. He'd been hit twice all season long, and in the second inning last night,
He gets hit twice. Yeah.
7th hit for Oklahoma. It keeps their 4th inning alive for Deshaun Harris. One thing that OU continues to do is not only the power numbers, but the offense with 2 outs. There's a strike.
I mean, Skip Johnson has raved. This offense has picked it up since it's gotten to the postseason, and really able to make sure that they're seeing balls in the zone.
Brock had a huge jump from first base. Picks up his 27th stolen base of the year.
Just an unbelievable jump at first base. There was no chance of throwing him out right there.
Bodie Ray with yet another 0-2 count. This was popped up. Shallow left field. Ballinger has to come in. He was already playing shallow, and he'll make the catch. So a 2-out man in scoring position, and OU leaves him stranded. 4 complete. Sooners on top 8-1. George Brett was in attendance on Saturday night. As we start this 5th inning with Oklahoma on top 8-1. Bill Self as well. 8-9-1 for the Jayhawks. Bach, Flowers, and LeBlanc. Up and in. 2 balls, no strikes on the Jayhawk right fielder. Had an RBI single in the second. Second hit of the Supers. His other was a home run on Saturday, his 8th of the year. Solo shot, the only run on the board for KU. Now a 3-ball, no strike count.
You think they're going to go through Mercurius through this inning and then move on to the bullpen?
I wouldn't be surprised if they do. He's at 61 pitches currently. And there's a 4-pitch walk to start. ESPN is the home of MLB.tv. Stream every out-of-market game live or on demand using the ESPN app. Blackout and other restrictions apply. For more information, go to ESPN.com/MLBTV. Second walk issued by Xander. And with this Oklahoma team, it really doesn't matter. They've got a bevy of arms down there. It is a 15-man pitching staff, and he's not afraid to use all 15.
Well, if you want to combat, how difficult the regionals are with 5 games in 4 days, use your whole staff. And Skip did it really well, and he's got some guys firing right now, and there you go, the eye test. Like, hey, you know what? Thank you. You gave us an inning coming out. Got a promising career ahead of you.
Going with the left-hander. And that's going to be it for Xander Mercurius. Ends up going 4 innings plus 1 batter. 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 3 hits allowed. Taking a little while to come out of that bullpen area. The modified bullpen area. Got ourselves a pitching change for Oklahoma. We're at the top of the 5th inning. Sooners on top 8-1.
The 96, but just a great job. Mixed everything up. Punch out on a slider, 3 changeups, and then he had 2 more punch outs on fastballs.
Nate Smithburg, the junior left-hander, comes on in relief. 18th appearance of the season. 1-0 and a 3.21 ERA. 14 innings. 14 strikeouts, 4 walks. Savion Flowers, the DH and number 9 hitter at the plate. Well, that's certainly a different arm angle after seeing Mercurius.
Yeah, a little bit of a left-handed pocket. Try to run Smithburg through here, but fastball is going to be really good, and he's fastball heavy against right-handed hitters.
Ground ball toward third base. Johnson feeds Willits for 1. Relay back to first in time. A 5-6-3 double play. 2 down.
Well, welcome to the world of the shift, Victor, where you get a 5-6-3. But great job overall in the infield. Camden Johnson fields this one clean. Willits puts himself into a good position to come across the bag. Perfect throw across the diamond for the double play.
Coach Fitzgerald is heated right now with the first base umpire, Clint Fagan. He's already worn the dugout. That was after the play at first base when Osorio was called out. It was replayed and challenged, and the call stood. This one's fouled off.
Looks like he was talking about Smithburg and how he was coming set, and it should have been a balk.
Tyson LeBlanc 1 for 2, a single in the third. Struck out in the first. 1 for 6 this weekend. 1 ball, 1 strike. Go back to that pitch prior to Flowers hitting it a double play.
Well, I mean, there was a double clutch right there.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen it again, so technically, yeah, that would have been a balk. But with all the fidgeting with the feet and everything else, man, you got to see a guy a couple times before you can say what his routine is on the mound.
LeBlanc fouls it off. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he just did it again right there. So maybe that is his routine. Looks like he comes set and then kind of just another reset. It's unconventional, but if that's what he does and that's his pattern on the mound, then it is not a balk. It's just not conventional.
2-2. Down and in. Full count. LeBlanc, the Lawrence Regional MVP. First team all Big 12. Kansas, of course, winning the conference and the conference tourney. Trying to get something going. Down 8-1 here in the 5th. 3-2. Line towards short. There is out number 3. So Smithburg comes in and gets the job done. Big double play ball and the line out. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Suter still on top. 8th of the season. Dayton Taki will lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th. Oklahoma up 8-1, and he went around, tried to hold up on that high fastball. Taki 1 for 2 with the home run and a strikeout. He's had 2 hits in the Super Regional. Both have left the yard.
Not even high.
3 total home runs in that regional in Atlanta last weekend. 1 ball, 1 strike. Taki's now reached 9 straight games. 1-1 from Bodie Ray. Breaking ball drops in there. That is a tough pitch, especially when you're living upstairs to that fastball.
Yeah. Yeah, and that high breaking ball is so tough for these hitters to get on top of and do anything with. It's got a lot of depth. It's just coming in high.
Taki takes the fastball in. Ray thought he had the strikeout. Walked off the slides or the side slope on the first base side. And instead it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Oklahoma 37-22 on the year. KU 45-17. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. 1 down, 4th strikeout for Ray.
The Ray doesn't let him affect it. He thinks he's got to punch out the pitch before. Comes back to the big overhand hook. Gets a little bit of it away. Almost a little bit of tilt running away. That's a nasty weapon.
You know a thing or two about that.
I liked it. I like a good overhand curveball.
I'm not surprised. It kind of worked out for you. Fastball in tight. Kyle Branch, second baseman. 0 for 1. One ball, 1 strike. One run, 3 hits, an error for KU. 8 runs, 7 hits, no errors. 5 left on for Oklahoma. Braves 1-1. 2 balls and a strike.
Branch had that safety squeeze in the 2nd inning to play to run, get an RBI, and then it was misplayed by Mason Cook. Ends up to leading to a big inning.
Yep. That would have been the second out of that second inning. 2-1 pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He would have played it a run, but you'd have 2 outs at that point. But then walked. Camden Johnson walked. Dayton LaChance with a 2 RBI single. And ended up being a 6-run second inning. Now the 2-2. Foul back. Kyle, of course, the famous Branch family from Lucas, Texas. Colby, his brother, had a pretty good game last night or yesterday.
Couple of bombs.
Yeah,
he was feeding the trees in that marathon game in Athens.
Younger brother Carson just won a state championship, as I understand it, down in South Texas. So the Carson family, or pardon me, the Branch family has been traveling quite a bit. 2-2. That's up and in, full count. They were here. They went to Atlanta.
They were here.
Texas.
Went to Atlanta. They were in Athens yesterday for that game.
Yep.
Well, it'll make things a little bit easier if Oklahoma ends up going.
Yep.
They can go to one place, watch both sons.
3-2. And he walked him. Kyle with a bat flip on the 1-out walk. And they're on the same side of the bracket.
That's good.
Yeah.
Play on the same days, same off days.
So back to the top of the order now, Jason Walk, the center fielder. Bodie right now at 51 pitches. He's a guy you're going to have to fight to get off the mound. And that's in for a strike. Walk didn't think so. Thought it maybe a little bit high. He's 1 for 2. Double walk and a strikeout.
Having a nice postseason. 391. Double, home run, 5 RBIs coming into this. In game 1, he was 2 for 5 with a double. Stolen base.
Nine-game hitting streak now for Wong. Good pitch. Caught the inside corner 0-2. Just about as subdued a crowd as Lawrence has seen the last couple of weekends. KU, the visiting team in this one. This game suspended last night. In the bottom of the 3rd on a 3-1 count to Kyle Branch due to lightning in the area. Stayed around for a while and then decided to suspend it to today. 0-2. Foul back. KU needs a victory to play later on the if necessary game. Oklahoma needing 12 outs. Collect 12 outs and they're on their way to Omaha. Quick throw to first again. Branch is back. Kyle already with a stolen base. Picked up his 4th of the year. That was in the 3rd inning. He had a great jump on that one. Shift is on. 3 on the right side. Pitch out, nothing's happening. Mugarieta, high throw, but Dykoff did a nice job. A little incidental contact there.
A little Kent Herbeck shove.
Yeah.
I can't think of the last time I've seen a pitch out.
Yeah, it seldom happens. Swing and a miss. Got him on the breaking ball, down and in. Strikeout number 5 for Bodie Ray.
Back foot breaking ball, and this is a big, deep overhand curveball. starts off and it dives right through Walk's happy zone, down and in, and it just keeps diving, and the depth and the break is what makes this thing so good.
Give him a walk to first. We can get him there.
Camden Johnson on board 3 times, a single and 2 walks. He's also picked up an RBI. 47 runs batted in on the season.
I thought after the pitch out we might see Branch take off and run. It's kind of a, the back and forth game of cat and mouse.
Breaking ball, delayed steal, the throw down by Mugarieta, and he got him. Great throw to the bag at second base. And that is out number 3.
This is how it's done. They tried the chaos measure right here. It tries to delayed steal, and you can see it just gets into it. And right there, perfect infield defense. Mugarieta with a perfect throw. KU out of the inning.
For the Jayhawks, center fielder,
Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. Right now, Oklahoma on top. 8-1, trying to close it out. Similar score, taking game 1 on Saturday. Top of the 6th inning. Owens, Mugarieta, Dykoff. Those are all the tick-sitter punches. The last one. One more. How about Troy? That story.
That's a good squad,
yeah,
man.
This one lifted out toward left field. Brendan Brock makes the catch, one down. How about West Virginia swinging the sticks? Holy cow.
They're putting up some numbers. This is going to be a fun College World Series to watch. I mean, I love the fact, and we've talked about it off air, just that no teams are returning.
Yeah.
You know, you got a fresh field.
Good for the game? You like that?
I do. I do. I think it really just goes to show the parity of the game, and I think we saw a lot of that in the regionals, who got out, who ended up going to supers, and it's just going to be another fun year.
Line down toward right field, and diving forward is Harris, and he got it. Little sinking liner. And Desan Harris collects out number 2 here in the 6th.
How about this play out in right field by Desan Harris? Little hesitation, and full-on Superman lays out. Glasses go spilling, a little tip of the cap.
Josh Dykoff, the first baseman, 1 for 2.
You don't see many guys like Smithburg with that much velocity from that low arm angle.
Yeah. Dykoff skying this one out towards shallow right center field. Branch going out, calling for it. And a quick, economical 1-2-3 inning as we head to the bottom of the 6th.
Well, I'm talking about Smithburg is nasty. And here comes Desan Harris saving him a big base hit.
Talking about it, Omaha kicking off on Friday. One more ticket to get punched, and it's the winner of this Super Regional. Oklahoma taking game 1 on Saturday, leading game 2. Right now, 8-1. This is what the bracket looked like. West Virginia, Troy, 2 Eastern on Friday. It has finally arrived, the College World Series. North Carolina walking off USC, dramatic fashion yesterday. Never gets old. Never gets old.
No, it doesn't.
Something about college baseball. Johnson was at the plate when Branch was thrown out trying to steal. That ended the 5th. Got a 1-0 count. Now 2-0.
That North Carolina USC game was just hard to watch that last inning as the way it went down. Pop up down the left field line felt eerily familiar. Man, you had a chance to end that thing, or at least go into extras.
3-0 pitching change.
Oh.
3 balls, no strikes, and Ray a little frustrated with himself. It just kind of unraveled for the Trojans in that 9th inning. LaChance on deck, then Willits to follow. The Oklahoma half of the 6th inning. 7 hits for them in this one. 3-1. Texas taking care of business against Oregon.
That was a good game last night.
Very good game. That was fun till the last inning. Brace 3-1 pitch. It's fouled back off of Mugarieta's wrist. Popped out of from behind home plate. Ole Miss, a fun team to watch.
Yeah.
They've got some thumpers in that lineup. They got some arms.
Yeah, they got some arms at
the
top of the rotation. Mugarieta trying to walk that one off.
They've been doing that all weekend, Blue. Good catch. Get over in the batter's circle.
Augie getting that batting glove back on.
Let's go draw one for you, 4-8. You don't know where to stand. All right, Blue, it's okay to call the corner.
Now ready to go. Payoff pitch now. Missed inside, and Ray wanted that one. Staring into the dugout. It's the 3rd walk that Johnson has picked up in this game, and it's a leadoff walk here in the 6th. His 4th walk issued by Ray to go with his 5 strikeouts. Johnson's on the move. Breaking ball. Upstairs. Throw down. Not in time. And Johnson, the team leader in stolen bases, now with 28 in scoring position.
Man, that was just a great jump. Just a great jump. He had no chance.
Let's go. Start the clock. Come on. That's twice you've done that, Blue. Get him in the box.
Big lead for Johnson again over at second base. The 1-0. That's on the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. OU 3 for 9 in this game with men in scoring position. LaChance 1 for 3 thus far in this one. 2 runs batted in. Breaking ball, and that's hammered out to deep left field. This is a no-doubter. Big fly for Dayton LaChance. It is 10-1 Oklahoma.
Chance came into this 14 home runs in the last 27 games. He has been scorching hot and said all he wanted to do was just take the pressure off himself. And he stays back enough on this breaking ball. It's left elevated up and in. He takes it out into the parking lot.
Dan Fitzgerald's coming out. That's going to be it for Bodie Ray. Bray departs and kind of looking toward the home plate area. I don't think he's happy with that ball 4 call on Camden Johnson. Well, for Dayton LeChance, his 15th home run of the year. He's got 4 RBIs in this one, 62 runs batted in on the season. Oklahoma on top 10-1. Dayton LeChance, 15th home run of the season, 4 RBIs in this one. Oklahoma 1 win away from heading to Omaha. They lead at 10-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. As KU goes to its bullpen, and the senior right-hander Toby Scheidt on in relief. Scheidt, the native of Columbia, Missouri, transfer from Bryant University, 5-1 with a 5.30 ERA.
32nd appearance. Fastball is going to be 88 to 93. Little cutter, slider, and a changeup. Been one of their main dudes out of the bullpen.
Yep.
And Coach Fitzgerald, so far all his main dudes out of the bullpen have not been what they've been all season.
Same could be said for his starters. Chopper over toward Osoria. Willis is retired for out number 1 here in the 6th. Jackson 0 for 3 with a walk. Here comes Trey Gamble. I mean, you go back to Saturday, and you think that, especially the way that Bagley pitched last weekend, you're in a pretty good position, right? You've got a couple of guys you could trust at the front side. Your bullpen's been pretty solid. But again, it's been a collective, I don't want to say letdown, but it's just, I guess, a letdown from the sense of where they were a week ago to this team that showed up this weekend. It's a completely different team. It's weird. It's hard to explain. Now they're running into a buzzsaw in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
They're riding a high from last weekend. They ran into a really good pitcher in Cord Rager.
Yeah.
Rager, pardon me, on Saturday night. And Mercurius last night kind of set the tone early as well.
Yeah, he was really good as well. Yeah, you know, I mean, there's a lot of aspects, but then you look at the couple errors on Saturday night that cost 4 unearned runs. It kind of just put them in the hole right off the get-go. And then last night, or game 2,
LeBlanc has this one. 2 down.
And just a couple of ground balls and bunts that they don't field, that they should have fielded, and all of a sudden, you know, little snowball effect. And there's that 6 spot that Skip Johnson said has been happening to Oklahoma all year long, where they don't make a play or 2 plays. All of a sudden, it's a big inning against them. And now we're seeing that going against Kansas in back-to-back days, nights. I don't know, however you want to define our games here.
We spent a lot of time here at Hoagland Ballpark. And the breaking ball hits him in the backside, Brendan Brock. It's a 3rd hit by pitch in this game. He had 2 coming into this weekend on the year, and now has been hit 3 times this game. On board 4 times.
That is just unbelievable. He's got 223 at-bats coming into this with 2 hit by pitches. He's got 3 hit by pitches today, tonight, last night, today's game.
And I'm sure there's nobody in the dugout yelling ugly finder.
I think that's too old school, Victor.
My bad. 1-0 count on Deshaun Harris. He's 1 for 3, had an RBI single in the 2nd. And that is drilled out toward right center field. This one's got a chance to go, and it does. Deshaun Harris with a 2-run big fly, 4th of the season. 12-1 Oklahoma.
This is a team that only hit 76 home runs, which was 58th in the NCAA. They go to the regionals in Atlanta. They have 11 bombs. They get 3 on Saturday night. They are at 3 now. These bats have just come alive.
Desan Harris, a 3 RBI game, 23 runs batted in. He's got 4 runs batted in this weekend. Taki with an 0-1 count. Takes a strikeout with 2. Taki 1 for 3 with a home run. And 2 strikeouts. Oklahoma had 11 hits on Saturday night. 9 so far in this one. And that shot to left field, and that'll fall in for a base hit, make it 10 hits for Oklahoma. Two for 4 game. 10 for 24 overall for Taki. Between last weekend and this weekend.
He's going up there hunting a pitch, and he is right on time on almost everything. This one looks like a little cut fastball away that stays a little flat. And Taki drills it to left.
And again, with the numbers that Taki's put up, I mean, typically think that for the most part, maybe with the exception of a Georgia Tech or a Georgia lineup, you get to the 8th spot, 9th spot, little breathing room.
Yeah,
right?
you should.
Then you're dealing with probably the hottest hitter, definitely the hottest hitter in the 8th spot of any lineup right now.
Oh, absolutely. And then you're kind of looking around going, well, Skip, do you ever think about maybe, you know, moving him up and maybe more RBI up? Be like, no, that'd be stupid.
Yeah. Don't mess with a good thing. He's taking advantage of it, you know. And so is Oklahoma. Quick visit to the mound. Kyle Branch. Couple of walks. RBI and a run scored. A little 2-seam run on the inside part of the plate. First strike. 82 home runs now in the season for the Sooners. Oh, 1. Ball and a strike. Last weekend in the regional Atlanta, 11 home runs, as you mentioned, 17 extra base hits, and 49 runs scored.
Yeah, on the season they hit 287. In the Atlanta regional, they hit 359.
1-2 this weekend. 20 runs on 21 hits. .34 home runs over the last 13 games. 1-2 now. Chopper foul.
I mean, the only thing Skip said was, you know, they're just learning how to separate balls from strikes. They're recognizing the pitches coming in the zone and what they should swing at, what they shouldn't swing at. And that has been the biggest difference in this Oklahoma offense.
Long hold. Breaking ball. Got him looking, but not before Oklahoma hangs a 4 spot in the bottom of the 6th inning with a couple of 2-run home runs.
Dayton LaChance letting this breaking ball get deep, and he spins it into the parking lot across the street. And a couple pitches later, Desan Harris.
Crooked numbers are fun when they're going your way, right?
Yeah, and they ain't fun when they're not going your way.
No, 6 in the 2nd for Oklahoma, 4 in the 6th. on top 12-1 to start the 7th inning. KU, the visiting team. This is the continuation of game 2. It was suspended last night in the 3rd. Osorio, Ballinger, Schlotterbeck. Dariel Osorio, the starting second baseman, 0 for 2. Struck out looking in the 2nd, grounded out in the 4th. Play that KU challenged, and call was upheld. 1-1. No Cade Baldridge this weekend. Baldridge injured last weekend in the regional. He's been out of the lineup for the last 3 games. That's a big part of the KU offense.
Yeah, really is.
Second baseman Osorio typically batting in the DH spot, but getting the start at second base with Baldridge out.
Yeah, Coach Fitzgerald said, man, if that guy can play, he would be playing right now. But upper body injury. We've seen him out there taking ground balls. I have not seen him taking batting practice.
No. 320 hitter this year, second on the KU roster, 14 doubles, 7 home runs, and 43 runs batted in. Outside. 3 balls and a strike. Third inning of relief for Smithburg. Three-1. Lifted, foul, and out of play. Full count. Wind starting to pick up a little bit here. Three infielders on the left side with Dariel at the plate. There's a payoff. Swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball. 1 down.
Just so tough to hit. That fastball coming from that low arm slot. Ends up feeling like it's rising as it's coming in. And I cannot tell you guys enough, sitting at home, that velo is not normal from that arm slot. You will not see that very often at all at the big league level. Guys just cannot throw that hard from that arm slot.
Breaking ball, misses downstairs. Ballinger with a walk and a strikeout. 0 for 4 this weekend. That's drilled out to straightaway center field. Walk moving over is there. 2 down. Hi, folks, it's Mariners at the Orioles this Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Catch it on ESPN, and you can also stream the game on the ESPN app. Oklahoma collecting outs. Winning this one, and they're off to Omaha. Smithburg, all he's done is collected out since he came into this game. Mercurius walked Jordan Bach to start the 5th inning. Smithburg came in, got the double play ball off the bat of Flowers. Nothing but outs since then. 0-1. This one looped out towards shallow right field. Deshaun Harris is there. And a 1-2-3 7th inning. Stretch time in Lawrence. All Oklahoma.
The home runs are just raining.
Third game with 3 or more home runs. It's been an unbelievable run so far for Oklahoma, and they are looking for more here in the bottom of the 7th inning. They are on top 12-1, and a new pitcher on for Kansas. It's the man who started game 3 against Arkansas last weekend and got knocked out early. It is Matisse Nerol.
Yep, and you said it, partner. 17 games started on the year, 4-3, 4.92, 67 innings, 68 hits, 1.42 whip. Fastballs 90 to 92, cutter, slider, curveball, and a changeup.
Top of the order for Oklahoma here in their half of the seventh. Walk, Johnson, and LaChance. First pitch in for a strike. Sooner center fielder, 1 for 3, double and a walk, couple of strikeouts. Just 3 hits this afternoon for the Jayhawk offense. This is lined up the middle. LeBlanc cannot get it. That ball was smoked. Jason Walk has himself a multi-hit game, and it's a leadoff single to start the 7th.
2 for 5 in game 1. 2 for 4 here with a walk. This is just a nice piece of hitting. Breaking ball, outer half. And takes it right back up the Iron Mike in the batting cage.
Kids at home going, Iron who?
Iron Mike?
Who is this Iron Mike of which you speak? Big lead for Walk. Ground ball towards second base. Osorio feed LeBlanc. Quick throw to first in time. It's a 4-6-3 twin killing, 2 down.
Nice turn in the middle of the infield. Just a perfect location on a fastball down. About as routine a 4-6-3 as you're going to get.
That one off the glove of Mungarieta. Big Maple, 2 for 4. 2 RBI single in the second inning, 2-run home run in the 6th. Last 15 games, 11 home runs.
Really went back and wasn't having a whole lot of fun. The home runs weren't coming. Went back and watched himself playing baseball at age 12 and 13, and he was like, man, that was a fun game. And just kind of sat back and took the pressure off of his shoulders, relaxed. And he goes, as soon as I got 1 home run, he goes, I knew they were going to start coming.
1-1. This is popped up. LeBlanc, the shortstop, calling for it. We head to the 8th here in Lawrence. KU down to the last 6 outs, and they trail at 12-1. And we've got some SEC teams in it already. Here's how it looks. Kicking off on Friday, West Virginia and Troy. North Carolina, Ole Miss. Alabama awaits the winner of this game. Currently, Oklahoma on top 12-1. It's the top of the 8th inning. 8-9-1. Bach, Flowers, and LeBlanc. KU student section trying to get something going.
They are a lot fewer of them right now than there have been the last couple days or even last week. Maybe they're got to go to, well, there's no class.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I was saying maybe they're in class.
Sorry, sir, you have no class. Too much drinky yesterday, especially with all the rain delay and lightning delays. The fatigue is perhaps set in. 1-1. Kansas faithful not happy with that check swing call. But Bach with a 2-ball, 1 strike count. He's been the lone offense for KU. Yeah. The home run on Saturday and the single yesterday. Well, this game, but it was yesterday, last night. 47 runs batted in on the year. Two 2-1. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just 3 total hits for KU, 2 of which came in the 2nd inning. Loop down the line, slicing foul, and this one's out of play. Matter of fact, all 3 of their hits last night. Only base runner they've had today was the walk, leadoff variety to Bach in the 5th.
He quickly got erased. Just was not quite the spark that we thought we might see from Kansas coming out today.
Two, swing and a miss. Down goes Bach. 1 down. 2nd strikeout for the lefty, Nate Smithburg, who has yet to allow a base runner.
And he has just been lights out. Unique arm slot. He is pounding the strike zone. High miss rate, high chase rate with that fastball.
Chopper to the right side. Taki's got it. 2 down. Back to the top of the order now, Tyson LeBlanc. KU's magical season down to its last 4 outs.
That man just probably has no more buttons to push. There's nothing he can do. Used his best guys out of the bullpen. He's got one of his starters in right now.
LeBlanc launches one out toward left field. This one headed toward the backyard. It is gone. And Tyson LeBlanc has just hit his 25th home run of the season. So there is some life still left. A big, big deficit. It is 12-2 Oklahoma now.
Well, this is a guy we were expecting to see. It's been kind of a quiet super regional, but this is the MVP of the Big 12 tournament, MVP of the Lawrence Regional tournament. And last at bat against Smithburg, he hit a nice line drive to shortstop. This one, he gets a fastball up and out over.
Oh, it's a big swing and a miss on the slider. KU center fielder 0 for 3. Extending the team record in home runs at 25. Program record, I should say. 1-1. And finally, a blemish for Nate Smithburg, who's just been
he's been lights out. That's just one of it where, as a pitcher, you kind of look at it 2 ways, going, all right, he jumped me, my mistake, my pitch wasn't very good. Or then you can go the Earl Weaver route that he just got lucky.
Home runs are mistakes, they say.
He just got lucky.
Allegedly. '69th RBI of the year for Jayhawks shortstop. Owens takes a little bit high, and it's 3-1. 35 pitches thrown by Smithburg. 2 strikeouts, 1 hit allowed. That was the home run that was just hit. Augie Mugarieta on deck. And there's a walk. So a home run followed by the base on balls.
And Smithburg was on cruise control. We're going to get a little mound visit.
No, that's it.
Think that's it?
He's hooked him. With all the arms that OU has, why not? Just go get a fresh one.
Yeah, you know what? You did a great job. 2 outs this inning without anybody doing a whole lot of anything.
So we got ourselves a pitching change here in the 8th inning. Kansas has gotten a run on the home run by LeBlanc. Oklahoma 4 outs away from headed to Omaha. They're on top 12-2. Team left to punch its ticket. Alabama punched theirs earlier today, beating St. John's. Oklahoma 4 outs away. Smithburg is removed by Skip Johnson in favor of Jason Bowden, making his 25th appearance. 5-1 with a 5.50 ERA for the Orange Texas native. Ground ball back up the middle. First pitch swinging. Third out is recorded. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Greg, that was by far your finest analysis. Great job. 12-2, Oklahoma. Cigars today in Tuscaloosa. And the Sooners 3 outs away as we start the bottom of the 8th. There are the brackets. Winner of this game, winner of this Super Regional, I should say, will take on Alabama on Saturday at 3 Eastern time. Willits, Gamble, Brock for the Sooners here in their half of the 8th inning. 3 outs away from heading north. First one on the way to Willits is outside, or some Sooner fans would say they made a pit stop in Kansas on the way to Omaha.
Yeah, I guess they could look at it that way. I mean, felt like Kansas, after what they did last week in their region, they were going to come out firing on all cylinders, and they just have been unable to put anything together in Oklahoma. I mean, about as dangerous as any team going into Omaha, my opinion.
Funny how that works, whether it's Major League Baseball and college baseball. Watch out for that hot team that's getting hot at the right time. Clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah.
Not take it. I mean, everybody, obviously, everybody in the College World Series, phenomenal seasons, phenomenal regionals, super regionals, and anything can happen in Omaha. But it's like these guys have been pretty darn good for a little while now.
They have gotten a lot better. I mean, middle of the pack in the SEC all season. Coach Johnson said they just had to persevere through it and started putting everything together. But no, I think you're absolutely right. You kind of just look around going, you know, do we really have like a separation of 1 or 2 teams that are so much better than anybody else? I don't think so. So who's the hot guy?
Yeah. Willis goes down swinging for the first out here in the Sooner half of the 8th. 37-22 coming into play into this one. They won 16 of their first 18 games, lost the last 4 SEC series. Not much in the tournament. But man, oh man, when regional started, so did Oklahoma. Skip Johnson's done a heck of a job. 9th season at the helm. Picked up his 300th win. This one's launched out to right field. Is it going to hang up for Jordan Bach? It doesn't. It's gone. Big fly for Trey Gamble. Yet another one for Oklahoma. And they get that run back. It's 13-2.
I mean, there are pitches, there are times when you just kind of get shocked. This looked like a pretty good breaking ball. And you go back to it, hot guy, ends up getting down and into that no-go zone. How about Gamble? Back-to-back home run nights. This one's a bomb to right field.
Chopper foul.
What do we got? 37 home runs in 17 games?
Mm-hmm. Gamble's 10th of the year, 35 runs batted in. Hit toward the hole and through for a base hit. Brendan Brock gets his second hit of the ball game. He's been on board all 5 times. 3 hit by pitches and 2 singles. Deson Harris got into one in his last plate appearance. That was in the 6th. 2-run shot for him. 4th of the year. Here comes Dan Fitzgerald. He's going to go back to the bullpen. Nayrol will be taken out here. Looks like they're going to go to a left-hander.
He ain't done yet.
No.
I like that. He's not leaving Nayrol out there even though he's a starter. He's going, you know what, I need to get some outs. This game is not over.
This will be the 5th pitcher used by KU in this one. 13-2 here in the bottom of the 8th. Oklahoma on top. Sooners the 2 national titles in Oklahoma program history. Interesting, speaking of Larry Koshel, head coaches to lead 3 programs of the Men's College World Series. Jim Schlossnagle, TCU, A&M in Texas. Larry Koshel, Oral Roberts, Cal State Fullerton in Oklahoma. Ron Polk, Georgia Southern, Mississippi State, Georgia, and Andy Lopez, the great Andy Lopez, Pepperdine, Florida, and Arizona. There's a ground ball left side. Slotted back goes to first. First pitch swinging. Get the out. 2 down. Harris is retired. Man in scoring position.
Emerson McKnight on the year. First pitch. Nice throwing right there. 16 ERA. Oh, no record. 7th appearance. Just 2 2/3.
In for a strike.
Man, loose. Low arm slot. Smooth release.
Out of Flower Mound, Texas. Breaking balls in there, 0-2. Really good program. Marcus High School. One and 2. McKnight saying that he chose Kansas because nobody believed in him. Wanted to prove people wrong as he hits Taki with a 2-strike pitch. Taki's on board. Like that, a little edge.
Nobody believed in them or him?
In him. That's why he chose the Jayhawks.
I respect that.
Heck yeah.
And for those Oklahoma fans that are booing on Taki getting hit, I am not hitting a guy with 2 strikes on purpose. I'm not hitting a guy on purpose with a breaking ball.
Chopper toward third. Dillon's got it, touches third base, and we will head to the 9th. Kansas down to its last 3 outs. Oklahoma 3 outs away from heading to Omaha. Sooners on top 13-2. "13 runs on 13 hits for the Oklahoma Sooners. 3 outs away from punching their ticket to Omaha and taking on Alabama in the first game of the College World Series for them. Still got to get 3 outs. It has been a disappointing weekend for the Jayhawks, especially after the season they had and the weekend they had last weekend. And Jackson Cleveland comes on in relief. The senior right-hander from Deer Park, Texas, takes over to get the final 3 outs.
Yeah, he is the closer. 8 saves on the year. Fastball is going to be 90 to 94. Cutter, slider, curveball, and a changeup. 3 and 2 of the 5.84. Coming in to get a little bit of work in. He We have not seen him yet this weekend.
Dykoff, Osoria, Ballinger. The three scheduled for KU. The first one is upstairs on a breaking ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Dykoff 1 for 3. Single with a run scored. 1 for 7 this weekend. Ball at a strike. There's the 1-1. Lifted foul out of play, 1 and 2. Four total hits for the Jayhawks. Credit to the Sooner pitching staff for keeping this offense in check. Took advantage of every opportunity given to them via the errors and mistakes by KU. 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that 4th run inning yesterday, Saturday, 6th run second inning last night.
Lifted in the air to right. Harris has to come in, calls off Branch, long run in, and from behind first base, Son Harris makes the catch for out number 1. That wind blowing that thing back to the infield. 1 away.
Yeah, he called it early. Long run, nice catch. 2 outs remaining.
Dariel Osoria, the senior. Perhaps his last plate appearance wearing a Jayhawk uniform. Swings first pitch over to Willits. A little bit of a bobble. Straightens up over to first. 2 down. Jayhawks down to the last out. And it's the fan favorite, Brady Ballinger, coming to the plate. Hear the chants of balls from the Jayhawk faithful. Ballinger's nickname. First one on the way. That's down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. That Sooner pitching staff continuing to rack up strikeouts. 2-0. 50-man pitching staff. 45 strikeouts in 5 games in the regionals last week.
Yeah, I love it. It's just old school. Everybody's all hands on deck. Skip Johnson uses everybody all year long. They've been in big moments. He can trust them.
They were in Omaha just a couple of years ago. 1 out away from going back. Outside, 3 balls and a strike. Slaughterback on deck for KU. Truthfully, Oklahoma has had 0 stress this weekend.
Yeah.
0.
Yeah, game 1, it was a good back and forth for a couple innings.
2 out walk.
And then a big error at shortstop opened up a 4-run inning, and after that, Oklahoma has not looked back.
See Skip Johnson kind of shaking his head. Maybe thinking those pitches were close enough to be called strikes.
The days of the big strike zone in games like this are over.
Slaughterback 0 for 3. First one on the way. Swings and pops it up. LaChance gets rid of the mask, and Oklahoma is headed to Omaha. 12 College World Series appearance, the second in the last 5 years. And Dan Fitzgerald and his coaching staff over to congratulate the Sooners coaching staff. Dan Fitzgerald, a magical season for KU. Back-to-back Big 12 Coach of the Year. But they ran into an incredibly hot team in the Oklahoma Sooners, who just took the momentum from last week in Atlanta and rolled into Lawrence and continue to roll northward to Omaha.
And I mean, it was the total team effort. It was pitching, it was hitting, it was base running, defense. They did everything, and they are scorching hot. So when they get to Omaha, they had better watch out, because these guys are playing as well as anybody in the country, and you can toss aside the regular season.
That's the beauty of this point of the season, right? Because you can look back at any regular season and say, yeah, we coulda, shoulda, whatever. But at the end of the day, anytime you get into a short series, anything can happen. And Oklahoma's certainly taken advantage of that.
Yeah, and I mean, you're sitting there and you're going, okay, they got scorching hot in Atlanta, and they just came here, and man, 8 runs last night, 13 runs tonight, kept this Kansas offense from doing anything to get their offense kick-started. Their pitching was so good. And OU headed back to Omaha.
Jackson Willits getting that ticket punched. And for Kansas, a disappointing end to a great year for them. As they got a chance to host a regional and a super regional.
First time.
Yeah, first time. The Kansas Athletic Department did an unbelievable job of getting Oakland Ballpark and the area ready to host. And they were incredible hosts.
Yes, they were.
And Dan Fitzgerald will gather them out in shallow right field to think about what happened this year. Meanwhile, Oklahoma enjoying its time on the third base side, taking team pictures, and we'll get a chance to hopefully talk to the man himself, Dayton Taki. Incredible regional last weekend. And he and everybody else in this lineup, up and down, just continuing to contribute. So it wasn't just one guy and everybody riding off of him. It was up and down that lineup, 1 through 9, plus the pitching staff. Collective team effort for the Sooners.
Yeah, it really was. It was fun to watch. These guys were swinging it well, 1 through 9. And then the pitching staff, led by a couple of freshman starters, which you rarely ever see. And these freshman starters went out there and looked like they didn't care a bit if they were in the biggest game of their life. They were dominant. And the OU bullpen was just as good.
No doubt. Skip Johnson, who picked up his 300th career win last Saturday against the Citadel, continuing to roll on, and really a great coach that believes in connection being one of the most important things as far as leading his program. Let's welcome in Dayton Taki, the Sooner first baseman. And Dayton, congratulations, man. And first things first, we were just talking about Coach Johnson and the job that he has done year in and year out, but he talked about it to us the other day about connecting with his players. Can you talk to us a little bit about what that means in general for you as a player and the success you guys have had this year?
Right. No, it's a family. We're a family. We're a big family. You come to Oklahoma, you're part of a family. And that's how you're treated. You're treated like your own son. And that's what he means. That's what he means. And we all embrace the family deal. I mean, we're all brothers, you know. We love each other. We're around each other 24/7. And, man, look at this. Look at this trophy. It's unbelievable.
Hey, can you remember a time in your life that you have been this hot?
Oh, man. Probably in the postseason when I was in junior college, my freshman year, I had 3 home runs that regional too.
My man, is your left hand all right?
It's bleeding. I don't know what I did, but it's bleeding.
You don't know what you did, but it's bleeding.
Yeah, I know. Look at that deal.
Oh, man.
But
nasty. Hey, what do you think about this team, man? We were just talking about top to bottom, 1 through 9 in the order, 15-man pitching staff, a collective team effort overall.
Oh, man. It's a collective group, and like you just said, it takes everybody, and it's going to take everybody to win. And, I mean, the past 2 weeks have just showed that nobody is going to give up on each other on this team. And we're all doing it for each other, everyone in this program. And we don't take advice from anybody else that's not in the locker room. And we just think for each other and play for each other and love each other. And, man, the resilience of this team is just unbelievable. And it's a good time to play with them.
Hey, what was going through your mind when you guys lost the last 4 SEC series and, went into the tournament and really just kind of muddled through everything, as Coach Johnson said, kind of just persevered through it?
Well, I mean, if you look at our schedule in the SEC, we played one of the hardest schedules there was to. And, I mean, we played everybody good. We played on the road. We played at some mean environments. And, obviously we didn't win a lot, but the experience of playing in those environments is the reason that we were able to succeed in Georgia Tech and in that crowd, and then why we're able to succeed here.
Hey, before we let you go, and obviously it's been a lot of fun to watch you, but your mom's gotten a lot of airtime, especially with the Taki hat. Are we going to start a brand at some point, some clothing?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure she's going to try to sell something, but if she sells it, I'm going to need that money, you know what I mean? No, where's she? I don't even see her. Y'all got her on camera?
No, not now. We had her earlier, though.
Oh, I got it. What's she wearing today? Is she wearing a hat and a shirt?
She got the hat. We didn't see the shirt, though.
Oh, man.
Looks good, though.
Thank you.
Hey, man, congratulations.
Congrats.
Go enjoy your time with your teammates and have fun in Omaha.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Great guy, brother. Dayton Taki, one of the heroes for the Oklahoma Sooners, not just this weekend, but last weekend as well. There's Miss Taki wearing the hat. And obviously the airtime continues. There's a look at the bracket now. Oklahoma will take on Alabama on Saturday at 3 Eastern time. And the College World Series kicks off on Friday. Partner, it's been fun.
It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Been a lot of fun.
We spent a lot of time together yesterday. But overall, your thoughts on the College World Series?
You know what? I think it's just great. It shows the parity of the game. 8 new teams this year. A whole new fresh group of faces. Some complete outliers that nobody would have looked at and thought we're going to get there. And I think that one's fun. And then you're looking at what the SEC has done and throwing 5 teams back into the mix again. I'm looking forward to watching it, brother.
Yeah. Same here. Oklahoma took game 1 8-1. They take game 2 13-2. They punch their ticket to Omaha, Nebraska. For Greg Olson and our entire crew here in Lawrence, Kansas, I'm Victor Ross saying thank you for watching, and thank you to Kansas Athletics for hosting Oklahoma on its way to Omaha. We'll send it to the studio with Matt Schick and Mike Rooney.